Hello again, Whiskey Whippers and Spirit Tippers. One here again, and today we got a new one. It's been one I've been wanting to try for a long time, and we're finally going to get to do it today. Today we're talking about Blue Laddie's, the classic Laddie. I believe it's their only version that is unpeated. It's non-chill filtered. There's nothing added. Everything else they do is super peated, so it's going to be interesting. It seems like everybody that has like a semi-serious Scotch collection, you can always spot this neon blue thing up on their shelves. So I've just always wanted to taste it, and today's going to be the day. Check that bottle out. Islay Single Malt Scotch Whiskey, and it's an Islay whiskey that's unpeated. Blue Laddie, the classic Laddie.
Nice!
Oh man, I can't wait to get this open and taste it. I know they mature this right there on the coast, so all that sea salt air is getting in there. Boy, they did not want to make this one easy to get into. I mean, things like this is exactly why I have long nails, and even they're not working. I don't think that got it enough to open it. Man, that was crazy. Let's see if we can get it. Nice little pop. Let's get it in the glass. Oh, just look at that light golden goodness. I haven't even brought it close to my nose, and it's just jumping out of the glass. Oh, there's no age statement on this, so we're not going to let it sit too long because we have no idea how long we'd need to. So we're going to get to taste this one a little quicker than usual, and I'm glad to do so. Oh, man. Nice classic malty lemon barley. I mean, a little bit of like floral, not quite rose water, but there's almost like a sweet florality to it. There's definitely a little sharpness too, like not quite mint, but just kind of a pop, like a really kind of a bitter lemon almost. A real tart pop to it. But there is just a tiny bit of sweetness behind it too. Oh man, this one's complex. I like this one. On the nose anyway, it's winning. And I mean, this is just right out of the bottle, first pour. Imagine when it calms down. There is like this malted barley, like bready note to it, and almost like a white wine. It's almost like that crisp white wine note. Oh man, this thing is just evolving and changing as it's sitting there. I swear I started to get almost like a fruit and pineapple kind of smell right there. I mean, this thing is all over the place. Oh man. Like sailing through the seas of Dorne with lemon trees everywhere. All my Game of Throners will get that reference. Yeah, this is nice. Every time I go back, I'm getting a little something different out of it. Yeah, kind of a minty lemon is the most I'm getting. Minty lemon white wine note. That just, yeah, with a little bit, with that malty bready note behind it. Like it's swirling. Alright, we're just going to give this a couple minutes to settle down in the glass, because man, that thing's just on fire right now. It's just a ball of notes going crazy, so give it a few minutes to settle down in the glass, and we'll be right back at it. Don't go anywhere.
We gotta go. Let's go.
Alright, I've given this about 10 minutes to settle down in the glass, so let's get back at it. Once again, this is not... Well, that has settled down. It's a little more muted now. But like I said, this is non-chill filtered. This bad boy's coming in at 50% ABV, so 100 proof. Should be just everything you want. That breaded note is there, that malted barley breaded note. I don't know if it's just the power of influence, like because I read it, but a lot of whiskeys are distilled there, but you do kind of just, it's almost like inhaling the sea salt air. I mean, it is. It's almost like a little seaside salty air note. Oh man, getting a little bit of that oak influence. I'm super excited to taste this. Let's get it. Slange. Well, it's nice. It's not crazy. I mean, it's nice and smooth and buttery, a nice mouthfeel right over the lips. Kind of goes into that little bit of that tart lemonness, a little bit of that tart lemon bite, and a bit of that oak influence. The fruits and sweetness that I was getting kind of right out of the gate, there's none of that on the taste. Just a nice, smooth, easy maltiness. Makes the mouth water. A tiny bit of a tickle. I can tell you what, that is crazy smooth for 50%. I would have guessed this more like almost like 43, 46 maybe. But yeah, full 50. This is way smoother than a lot of the 50% bourbons I've had. Rums that are right around that area. And there is just that malt and barley note with a little bit of spice. A little bit of baking spices. There's a little bit of a spicy nip on the back end. There's definitely a long finish on that, and it's spicy. Like it kind of heats up, like a bit of a pepper note, not black pepper either, like almost like a jalapeno, but not that flavor, but just that level of spiciness kind of tingling on the tongue. That's interesting. Yeah, there's like a spicy pepper note on the finish. Oh, but the nose smells sweeter than the taste does. The taste is just malted barley, oak, a little bit of salt, really savory, and the nose is a little bit sweeter, but you don't really get that sweetness on the taste. Not all those other things are on the nose too. Let's see what happens when we drop a little water in it. I'm so glad I'm finally getting to taste this, and it is not disappointing. Let's put a couple drops in there, see if that cracks any new flavors open. So light. Love that. Just clear, light color. Natural. Oh, whiskey distilleries, there is zero need to put color in it anymore. Let's just get the E150 out completely. Oh, natural is so much better. Crisp and clean. The water hasn't changed the nose too much. Still a bit of that lemony tartness and that yeasty, bready kind of barley note. A little bit of salt and a little bit of oak. Let's see how it is on the taste. Cheers. Yeah, same thing, salt, barley, just that whiskey note. I'm guessing that's how like a lot of the Blue Laddies have that distillery note. I mean, there's just a real strong barley and oak note. Barley, salt, and oak. A little bit of lemon, and on the back end, there's just that spicy finish. That is interesting. I'm not into spicy foods or anything, but I like this one. I mean, it lets you know it's there. There's no burn. There's no real tickle going down. Like I said, for 50%, it's crazy smooth. But on the tongue, like there is a really spicy finish that just lingers. That's nice. It's different. It's definitely different. And oh man, I was just, I can't believe how long I've been waiting. Like I said, you always see this. It sticks out, so you always notice it. And just always wanted to try it. And like I said, it is not disappointing. Other than that really spicy finish that this does have, I mean, it's kind of right down the middle. It's like a spicy Bunnahabhain 12. That's what I would describe it as, like a spicy Bunnahabhain 12. I mean, just right down the middle flavors. A little more tart than the Bunnahabhain 12 is probably a little sweeter than this. This one's probably a little more tart. But other than that, yeah, just a little more tart and a little more spicy. Let's see how it does over some ice. It is a nice pop on this one. Kind of sweetens up a little bit over the ice. Of course, it was already a little bit sweeter on the nose. But yeah, it really sweetens up. Man, there's just like, I know there's no peat in it, but there's just like this tiny little just a wisp of smoke note out of it. Oh, and then that oak influence. I believe it's American and French oak barrels. And you are noticing a lot of that oak note, that oak influence. Oak and barley. A little bit of sweetness on there. Let's see how it tastes. Kompai. It actually stands up to the ice fairly well. I'm not that big into putting ice into it, but Gives a nice pop of flavor. That lemon note, that nice lemon tart note. Salty oak. Again, just malted barley, malt and barley. A little bit of a breadiness. A little bit of a yeasty note. Salty and oaky. I can't complain. I like it. I love that pop. It's a little something to cheers out with. Sweet barley bread. Scale out of 1 to 10, I'd probably give this one a just good solid 8.5, maybe even up to an 8.6. Right, yeah. I mean, just fair, even. I mean, it's not amazing. It's not like, oh my God, it's the greatest thing I ever tasted. There's absolutely nothing offensive or off-putting about it. Just right down the middle goodness. And like I said, that little spicy afternote that just really lingers for a long time. Crazy smooth and light, floats right down for 50%. I mean, for 100 proof, that is way too easy. That goes down way too easy. Sweet, salty, weedy, bready. It's got all of that. Not a lot of fruit. Not getting a lot of fruits out of it. I mean, it was a little bit floral earlier. Now I'd say that's just more of that like wheat and barley and like that bready yeastiness. Like a sweet bread, but yeah, not getting like any fruits or anything like that, like you usually do. And of course, the oak note is definitely prevalent. So yeah, I would give this probably like an 8.5. Nothing wrong with it. 1-1 approved, and yeah, if you see it, definitely give it a try. That's gonna do it for me. I hope everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here. Until we see you next time. Cheers.